The SCSRA Frye Disposal ARCA Series kicked off 15 races ago with over 20 drivers all hopeful of winning the championship. We are down to our final four, and at the race end tonight, we will not only crown a champion, but we will also crown a Rookie of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Joshua King. This is Royalty Racing Network, and this is Championship Week. Nothing matters except beating the other three drivers that are a part of the Final Four. Hello and happy Tuesday evening, everyone. I hope you are all as excited as I am for this one. Let's take a look here at our race info, get you squared away for this evening. 89 degrees is the temperature here in Phoenix, awfully cool. The track length is just over a mile long, and the track temperature right now also pretty cool, 93 degrees Fahrenheit. The race distance to determine the champion tonight will be 110 laps. The stage will be at lap 50, and as always, these drivers have one faster pair. Now take a quick look here at the shape of this speedway. You can see where that start-finish line is. It's that neon green stripe across the track there at the bottom. And there is a very large dogleg that goes into turn one right after that start-finish line. And folks, we're going to see wild and crazy racing and moves all night long in and out of that dog leg, I assure you. At times we may see 3 wide, 4 wide. Of course, it may depend on how many drivers make the call tonight, but we still have 21 minutes to go until they qualify. And so long special edition pre-race show here this evening for Championship Week, and we're happy to bring it to you. Welcome in Matthew, still rooting on Nicholas Walthorn. I like it. He could play spoiler, at least from the standpoint of one of these Championship 4 getting the win, that is, and hoping to see a packed house tonight here on Championship Night for the Frye Disposal SCSRA ARCA Series. Quick shout out to Frye Disposal for being the sponsor of the ARCA Series this season, hoping they come back for next season. Check them out at www.fryedisposal.com or give them a call at the number on your screen that you'll see all night long once we get started here. Frye Disposal does weekly trash pickup in Smith County, Virginia, and the surrounding areas. Call or email them for quotes, mention iRacing or this broadcast, and receive $10 off. That's a sweet deal. Once again, that's www.fryedisposal.com. Welcome in, Tyler. Welcome in, Jesse. Appreciate you having us. Quick pay the bill moment there as we talk about Frye Disposal. But now it's time to introduce to you our Championship 4. Our first driver has one win on the season. That came last week at Kansas to lock him in to this very championship race. He has 2 pole awards, 4 top 5s, and 5 top 10s on the season. He is also your current leader in the Rookie of the Year standings by 19 points. He could win 2 championships in one night. Out of Ocala, Florida, driving the Lucas Oil Royalty Motorsports number 44, it's Matt Dickerson. Our next driver, coming to us from Middletown, Virginia, He leads all the SCSRA competitors with 9 top 5s and 13 top 10s, all in 14 starts. He drives for the powerhouse, Venom Racing. Driving the M&M pet sitting machine, the number 48, it's Matthew Fritz. On to the third driver now. He's a one-man show with Sentinel Motorsports. He has 2 top 5s, 6 top 10s. He finished second in overall stage points amongst all SCSRA ARCA Series drivers with 73 total over the course of the season. He drives the Virginia Beach GNC 05 out of Richmond, Virginia. It's Sean Hill. And our final championship 4 driver is a force to be reckoned with. This guy has 6 top 5s and 11 top 10s in just 13 starts. He leads all of the ARCA Series with 3 wins on the season. He leads your championship 4 in laps led with 176 total. He represents Carnage Racing, driving the Bojangles number 19 Chevy Camaro out of Boiling Springs, South Carolina, Justin Parham. Those are your championship 4 drivers, folks, and I want to know who you think is going to bring it home tonight. All of them looking for a win, but ultimately not needing one. We could see our championship winner not win the race, folks. Let's go back now, take a good look at the 05 here of Sean Hill. The side of that car, both sides, have a lot of names on it, and you may notice your name. Those are everybody that have stopped in the chat and celebrated with Sean or cheered Sean on at any point this season. So a really, really awesome tribute to all of you fans and supporters rooting him on from home coming into this championship race. Man, there was a time where we thought maybe Sean wouldn't even make the playoffs, let alone the championship race, and he just continued to deliver night after night, week after week. And here we are, Sean Hill in the 05 Sentinel Motorsports Chevy Camaro, with the appreciation for the people that have appreciated him all series long. Let's get now with some interviews as we approach 15 minutes to go. And our first one is going to be the first guy we introduced. That's going to be the 44 of Matt Dickerson. Matt, welcome to the broadcast booth, sir. And welcome to the Championship 4. Tell us tonight how you're feeling coming into the championship race.
I'm excited, man. Feel pretty good about the track. I've been practicing a good amount and everything, so I'm going to do the best you can, man. See where we end up.
That's all you can do, man. Take us through a bit of the season here. There was a time where we didn't know if you were going to make playoffs. Then we didn't know if you're going to make second round, final round, of course. Then you lock in with that massive win last week. Just tell us how you're feeling overall about the roller coaster season here in the ARCA series.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. I've had speed all season. It's just been up and down with getting in accidents and stuff like that. So, it's been. I mean, I made it this far, so that's good. Hopefully next season I can be a little more consistent and not getting so much accidents. But it is what it is, man. We made it this far, though.
That's right, and you're having a heck of a season. You lead the Rookie of the Year standings, as I just mentioned a moment ago, by 19 points. And obviously Championship 4 driver. you got that 44-second quick in the practice time right now. What's your thoughts coming into tonight? Do you have a specific strategy, or just going to kind of go out there, try to keep her up front, and see what happens near the end?
Yeah, basically that, man. Hopefully qualify here in at least the top 5 or so, and then, try to keep up there and not get involved in anything, and then see where we shuffle out at the end.
Right on, man. Well, Matt, pleasure to talk to you, and appreciate you representing the team tonight, Royalty Motorsports, of course. Before we let you go, anyone you'd like to thank or shout out tonight that may be watching at home, or that's had a hand in getting you this far in the season?
Yeah, you guys at Royalty Motorsports, man. It's fun joining you guys and everything, and then I love running with all these guys in this league also. And I also want to thank my buddy Cliff Adams. He's the one that helped me with he made my paint scheme and everything I've been running all season, so I wanted to thank him also.
Right on, man. Well, maybe he'll tune in, or he can watch a big win tonight after the race. But 2 championships on the line tonight for you, so go out there, do your best, deliver, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be talking to you after the race.
All right, thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Once again, folks, that was the driver number 44, Matt Dickerson. Onward we go, and I see him out on the speedway doing a loop-de-loop. That is the number 19 of Justin Parham. Get him in here. Justin, welcome to the broadcast booth. We just saw you do a couple spins there on track. Figured it would be a good time to pull you. Justin, you come into the championship race. You lead all SCSRA ARCA Series competitors with 3 wins on the season. Tell us what the secret sauce is tonight to get into victory lane for the 4th time this season and ultimately claim that championship.
I believe a lot of it's just going to be saving tires. It's pretty abrasive on the right side tires. As I'm doing right now is just trying to practice a few qualifying runs, see how far I can push it for qualifying. Try to start up front and keep the track position.
Yeah, you're doing a good job here in practice. You got the 19 third quick right now. Of course, a lot can change in qualifying, and then obviously the whole pace of the race changes from there. But tell us overall, Justin, you're having a phenomenal season, so I know you feel good about it personally. But overall, I know you've been with the SCSRA for a long time. What's your overall take on the new Frye Disposal ARCA Series this season, and how you're feeling about just the overall racing and the season ahead?
That's been good so far this year. I'm really enjoying this ARCA car. Fits my driving style pretty good. It's not too tight, not too loose. It's kind of a neutral car. There is times where it is pretty tight on corner exit, but we make do with that. But it seems to fall into my driving style pretty good, so I really enjoy this one and looking forward to get the next season started after this one's over tonight.
Right on, man. Well, Justin, before we let you go, anyone you'd like to thank or shout out tonight that may be watching or supported you all season here?
Just the league for putting everything on, letting us get out here and do this and keep it going for us, and y'all for doing the broadcast, and of course my wife and all for allowing me to get on here every night and do this.
Well said, man. That's definitely needed. Right on, Justin. Well, pleasure as always to speak to you. We are under 10 minutes to go here in practice, so we'll let you get back to it, and maybe we'll be talking to you after the race as well, sir.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yes, sir. Once again, folks, that was the driver number 19, Bojangles Chevy Camaro, Justin Parham. Onward we go. Currently sitting 4th quick in the practice times. That's going to be the Sentinel Motorsports driver of Sean Hill. Sean, welcome. I caught you just as you were getting out there, but you sit 5th quick currently in that 05 coming into Phoenix. Tell us kind of the whirlwind that you've been through, not only this whole playoff run, but the whole season, kind of the ups and downs that ultimately ended up with you getting into that championship 4.
First off, I got to ask, can you hear me?
Yes, I certainly can.
Cool. Well, yeah. I think the first interview we did together was before Michigan, and you had asked me. I was sitting, I think, 13th in points. about what the road ahead looked like. And I said just not have a bunch of random stuff outside of my control happen. And ever since then, I think for the most part, I've handled that. I mean, I've been involved in a couple crashes, but other than that, just putting together stage points. I think you mentioned in the introduction I was second in stage points. I didn't know that, so thank you for the tidbit. And just try to run up front and have fun. So it's led me here. Going to try to do it one more time, and maybe it'll lead to a championship.
Absolutely. It's going to come down to the final race. Of course, like most drivers, there was even a stage in the playoffs where a playoff driver didn't get a win, so everyone's fate was left up to standings, and there was a lot of times for every driver that you probably were thinking the same as them. Oh, I may get in, I may not get in too. But you made it here now. Tell us about the tribute car that you're running tonight. You got a new paint job on the Virginia Beach Chevy Camaro. Tell us about it, bud.
So I've been into racing my entire life. Growing up, wanted to be a race car driver, a whole thing. Everybody that's close to me knows the story. And the fact that I can come on a Tuesday night, Wednesday night, race until almost 11, 12 o'clock at night sometimes, and have people sit there and use the GNC hashtag or even just watch a race. I'll get messages on my Instagram, direct messages telling me I did a good job and so on and so forth. The people that took the time to do that, I felt like it'd be pretty cool to take the time to do a design that showed my appreciation towards them. And then two, like everybody that is listed, not only do I consider them really good supporters of this, just, having them in my life in general is definitely a plus. So I wanted to do something for them for championship night.
Right on, man. Well, it couldn't be better, honestly. You got a ton of people out in the chat shouting you out right now, cheering you on. They're all here supporting once again, just like they have been all season long. And Sean, before we let you go, anyone else that you didn't happen to already name or that's not on the car that you'd like to shout out or thank tonight?
So two off the top of my head, Harpoon Designs came up with this. Brantley Roden was the lead designer of it. I kind of came to him with my idea and he put it together. So that was pretty cool. We actually finished it up this morning. And then Robbie Robinette, he was my crew chief, sorry, for the cup race last Wednesday. And is helping me out with some real life stuff too. So I didn't get the chance to put them on the car. But they know I appreciate them. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be watching either now or at some point later this week. So yeah, didn't get to have you on the car or the graphic, but I appreciate y'all just as much as I do everybody else. So thank y'all a lot.
Right on, man. Well, we're approaching 5 minutes to go here in the practice session, so we'll let you get back to it. And maybe we'll be talking to you after the race, Sean.
I definitely hope so. Thank you very much, man.
Yes, sir. Once again, folks, that was the driver of the 05 Sentinel Motorsports Virginia Beach Chevy Camaro, Sean Hill. Now, last but not least, as far as driver interviews, and he's not actually on the speedway right now, but we're going to grab him anyway. It's going to be the 48, Matthew Fritz. Matthew, welcome to the broadcast booth. And welcome to the Championship 4. Tell us how you're feeling, buddy.
I don't know. Not so well. Practice ain't going so well. Car feels a little out of control, but hopefully we can figure it out. It's been a great season, and just happy to be here.
You've been extremely consistent here this season, Matt. 13 races total, 10 top 10s. 13 top 10s, 14 starts, and 9 top 5s. That leads all SCSRA competitors. So tell us kind of your lookout coming into each race, not only to put yourself in a good position by the end of the race, but then kind of to set yourself up throughout just to ultimately get to that position to be there at the end.
Yeah, I try to be consistent. Try not to get any wrecks, and just try to race everybody clean. And it's worked out. Haven't got a win yet, which I want to win, but consistency got me this far. So maybe I just need a top 5 tonight, or need some help. But it's been a fun season, and I've enjoyed it a lot.
Absolutely, man. It's been a great one. I know you've been with the SCSRA for several seasons now, and this is my second season. This is probably my favorite series that I've had the opportunity to call races for, and I know you're having a blast out there, as all the drivers are. But let's do a little bit of a hypothetical here before I let you get going. You sit 10th quick, currently in practice. Anything could happen in qualifying. But let's say you're in a similar position coming down the stretch here tonight. It's championship night. Is there kind of a gamble that you're willing to take, or that you have in mind already, that you may have to lay out there if the time calls for it?
Oh yeah. I got our teammate Chase Greer is not here, but he helps me a lot with strategy, and he's already texted me some stuff. So, actually he's joining, so I'm actually glad to see Chase in here. He has some crazy strategy, so if I need it, I'll ask him, and I'll just do it.
Right on, man. It is important, I think, in every race, but even more so, amplified tenfold, to have that ace in the hole, if you will, that if a situation gets a little wild and a little out of control, maybe you can play that card and get yourself in a position to be up there and win it. It's going to be amazing to see. Matthew, we're now closing in on 2 minutes to go here. I want you to have your opportunity to thank and shout out whoever you may want to that supported you all season, and who you got on the car, as always.
I got to thank my mom, my dad, my grandmother, Kayla. She's watching tonight. That puts a lot more pressure on me now. Great. M&M Pet Sitting, my mom's business. Appreciate being always on there. Jay made a great paint scheme. Throw back to Jeff Gordon. It looks amazing on there. Chase, Justin, my teammate and a good buddy. If I can't win it, I hope he does. That'd be great. Zach and Chase and Kenneth's here tonight, and Royalty does a fantastic job. It's always fun to go back and watch this. I think Josh Hall and Ryan Gomes and Devin Bushnell put on a great league. And yeah, let's see if we go win one.
Right on, man. Well said, as always. And Matthew, from the heart, one of the nicest, best guys that I love talking to every single week. You were one of the main reasons that Royalty decided to come back, and why we loved it so much season one. And you're going to be another one of the main reasons why we want to come back next season. So go get them tonight, man. We'll get you back up there to Venom with your teammates and your people. And maybe we'll be talking to you after the race, buddy.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yes, sir. Once again, folks, that was the driver, the number 48, Matthew Fritz. And I just realized there's a little logo overlap for our Championship 4 logo, so I moved it up just a little bit. Not sure if you guys noticed that, but let's take the last 30 seconds to take a look here at our quick time so far in practice. That is Travis Bennett. We've seen him up front basically all season, and if it weren't for a power outage a few races ago, we may have seen him, ooh, look out, we may have seen him get into the Championship 4. And here's Zach Stevens with us, former winner this season. He's back in the Moza Racing Chevy Camaro out of Bethune, South Carolina, and practice time is up now, which means it's time to bring you the qualifying cam and get ready to go hot lapping here at Phoenix Raceway. Now, I know who everyone's rooting for out there, but if you normally root for someone else, I want you to pick who you think is going to be our winner of the championship tonight. Gave you the introduction. Here's the 81 of Josh Hall coming out on track. He's in the Dev Sports Cards Ford Mustang. First guy out there, Matthew Fritz in the 48. Haven't seen him on the speedway just yet, but there he is. We just talked to him. Stephen Farrell says, let's go Dickerson. Lisa, welcome in, Lisa. Final show of the season. I'm going to miss all of you guys so much. Joe is here. Welcome in. Caleb, Teresa, Tyler, Darius. Zach was here. And now he's driving. Matthew Fritz coming across the line. Lap 1, 26.865. Currently sits first quick. Only 2 qualifiers so far. Here come in some times now. Chase Greer goes 27.063. Second quick out of 4. Josh Hall. Lap 1, 27.282. Third quick, Devin Buchno. Fourth quick out of 4, 27.879. Justin Parham, top of the board on lap 1, 26.615. Beat out Matthew Fritz. That's 2 championship drivers. Now Devin Buchno on lap 2 squeezes in between them. 26.824. Second quick. Matthew Fritz all done. Didn't improve on lap 2, so he'll sit third quick currently. Here's Sean Hill. He's out there. Now Lauren Vincent, haven't seen him just yet in the 07. Lauren Vincent, lap 1, 27.412, currently 6th, quick out of 6. Lots of drivers out there now. Phil Ellis Jr. out there in a brand new paint. Here's Vince Brent in the number 11. Taylor Swift. Don't judge. Always had a crush on her. We're the same age. She was coming up through the country ranks at that time. Here's Matt Dickerson, 27.191. Currently 9th quick. He'll look to improve out of 10 qualifiers. He was awfully fast in practice. And he'll look to improve. Ryan Gomes, nice lap on lap 1. Takes lap 1, 26.716. Second quick right now in between Parham and Buchino. Phil Ellis Jr., second quick, 26.713 on lap 1. Matt Dickerson, good lap 2, 26.769 up to 4th quick now. Vince Brandt goes second quick on lap 1, 26.684. He could be a contestant for the pole here. Sits second quick after 1 lap. Nicholas Walthorn also out on the speedway. Travis Bennett, quick time, 26.599. Beats out Parham. Vince Brent did not improve. Let's go back to Parham. Actually, let's take a look here. Oh, Nicholas Walthorn is done. 26.875. 10th quick for Walthorn. Well, look out. Bennett will take lap 1, and it's good enough for the pole for now. Buchino just out there doing some practice. Zach Stevens, lap 1, 26.917. Lap 2, slightly faster, 26.816. 8th quick. Warren Kyle Keith is out there now, one of the last guys to go. Kenneth Redinger, the only one to not hit the speedway so far. And as always, folks, you'll see the playoff championship 4 are highlighted in turquoise on your timing tower. So we'll be able to follow along all night long. Zach, I appreciate it, man. Good luck to you tonight. Come out, play spoiler. Warren Keith kept it off the wall for lap 1. 26.548, new quick time as time expires. He will take the pole from Travis Bennett at the last second. It doesn't get any closer than a buzzer beater, or to a buzzer beater than that, folks. Let's bring you tonight's starting grid. Warren Keith on pole. Travis Bennett in the 01 will start second. Justin Parham in the 19 will roll off third. Vince Brent in the number 11 will start fourth. Phil Ellis Jr. in the 29 will roll off fifth. Ryan Gomes in the 55 will start sixth. Matt Dickerson in the 44 will roll off seventh. Garrett Walden in the 24 will start eighth. Zach Stevens in the 33 will roll off ninth. Rounding out your top 10 will be the 68 of Devin Buchino. And starting 11th will be the 48 of Matthew Fritz. That is your final playoff driver. The 84 of Nicholas Walthorn will start 12th. On back we go. The 05, I apologize. For some reason I thought the 05 had already been announced. He'll start 13th. That, folks, is your final championship driver. My apologies. Jay Stinson in the 45 will start 14th. Chase Greer in the 40 will start 15th. Josh Hall will start 16th in the 81. Lauren Vincent in the 07 will roll off 17th. And rounding out your field, no qualifying time, will be the 99 of Kenneth Redinger. Let's bring up, let's bring up real quick your playoff standings now. And you'll see there, they're all even Steven. The wins don't matter, the points don't matter. All that matters here, folks, is that you finish ahead of the other championship for drivers. Stage points may come into play if there's some sort of tie at the end, I'm assuming. But otherwise, just finish ahead of them, and you got yourself a championship. But the pace car pulls off already down pit road, and we're getting ready to go green here for the final time this season. We'll start a race in the SCSRA Frye Disposal ARCA Series. Warren Kyle Keith brings us to green for the first time here at Phoenix in the championship race. Travis Bennett took over the lead on lap 1 from Warren Keith, but Warren Keith now looking back to that inside, both electing not to take the dog leg this time by. Warren Keith back to the lead in that Casey Kane, Ray Evernham Toyota throwback of sorts. Go find some racing, all single file here early. However, Matthew Fritz is right on that back bumper of the 05 of Sean Hill. Justin Parham, currently your highest sitting championship driver, sitting in 4th place with the 29 of Phil Ellis Jr. right behind him now. As now you see some drivers elect to take that dog leg. Everything nice and calm here very early on. 110 laps to go. Travis Bennett now for the lead once again on Warren Keith. Back and forth already 4 times in 4 laps. Sean Hill looking to the inside of the 24 of Garrett Walden, perhaps not going to do it. Walden closes the door and Sean comfortably jumps back in line there. Nicholas Walthorn now looking, Matt Dickerson looking to the inside of Nicholas Walthorn, and Dickerson now taking the dog leg. Out side by side, Walthorn also an opportunity to potentially look to the inside of Phil Ellis Jr. there in the 29. Not going to have enough that time. Sean Hill did get around Garrett Walden. I see smoke up front. Everything looks to be okay here. Travis Bennett, Warren Keith still side by side. I will bring you all of the action as I can But I will also focus on your championship drivers. Shall they be in something substantial? Closest race on the speedway. Matt Dickerson just got around Phil Ellis Jr. He'll set his sights now on Vince Brent. Justin Parham looking to the inside of Vince Brent, and he will get that pass completed. Once again, folks, as a reminder, the stage tonight is lap 50. Biggest movers so far, Nicholas Walthorn right here in the 84, and Sharn Hill right behind him, already up 5, both of them. Check in on the tail end of the field here. Devin Bucciano pressuring Zach Stevens. The 99 of Kenneth Redinger, he's up 3 right now, right on the back bumper of Bucciano. Things beginning to spread out now. Garrett Walden pressured by Matthew Fritz here. This is for the 10th spot if Fritz could get the pass completed. Matthew Fritz, currently your lowest sitting championship 4 driver. Wasn't happy with how practice went, but right where he started as of now, he's not up, he's not down. Comfortably riding, plenty of time to go. Oh, just kisses the wall just a little bit. Maintained the momentum on the outside of Garrett Walden, and Fritz gonna be able to pass there. Nicely done. He just barely kissed that wall. Can't even see it there on the outside of that car. And he moves up into the top 10. He'll work on Ryan Gomes now. Justin Parham beginning to get pressure now from the 11 of Vince Brent. Closest race on the speedway currently. Vince Brent maybe taking a peek. Really nice run there for the 29, or the 19 rather, to keep out in front of the 11. Vince Brent, though, closes back in as we approach the start-finish line. Neither one of them electing to take that massive dog leg here. Vince Brent peaking once again in the corner number 2. Not quite there. Looks like Parham has a better exit out of 3, or out of 2. Kind of a weird speedway. It's like 5 turns, technically, I guess. Nah, maybe not. I just got mixed up. Yeah, whatever. Onward we go. Vince Brent just not able to make a move. Matt Dickerson, meanwhile, closing on Brent. He's going to look to the inside now. See if he can't put pressure on Justin Parham, as he's not quite clear of Brent. Oh, now he is. Good move through the dog leg. We'll have to keep an eye now on Matt Dickerson, as he's right behind Justin Parham now. You've seen the 29 of Phil Ellis Jr. in that bright yellow car touch the wall just a few times. That's allowed the 84 of Nicholas Walthorn to close in a bit, although he hasn't made a move either. Sharn Hill made quick work of Ryan Gomes, as we didn't even get to see it. Watching that battle between Vince Brent, Justin Parham, and Dickerson. Now Sharn Hill looking to close in on Phil Ellis Jr. and Walthorn. Walthorn now going to the inside, going to be side by side still. Phil Ellis Jr., really nice exit there But Walthorn holding his own. Gonna have to fall back in line. Now Sean Hill gonna look to the inside. They touch now. They keep it together here as they cross the start-finish line. That was awfully close to being a wreck. Nicholas Walthorn able to hold off Sharn and now look forward once again on the 29. Trying to find some close racing. Kenneth Redinger perhaps closing on the 40 of Greer. That's your closest race. This kind of got closer now. All of a sudden, Sharn Hill a little bit further back now from the 20 or from the 84, allowing Matthew Fritz in the 48 now to go to the inside at the dog leg. Not going to be enough. Seen multiple lanes here. Now Phil Ellis Jr. way up the speedway. Nicholas Walthorn, that's going to open a door. See if he can't complete it here. Phil Ellis Jr. way up the speedway again. Not sure if he's got damage. Running that corner pretty good. Now they're 3 wide. Look out. The 55 of Gomes is around. And just as these guys went 3 wide, Gomes is around, brings out the caution. And folks, I think the winner there of the 3 wide was the 84. He's going to be scored 6th when the caution came out. Puts him ahead of the 29 and the 5 of Sharn Hill. Let's go back, take a look at what happened to Ryan Gomes. All good right now, and obviously we saw the 3 wide up in front. So there you see a good look. Oh, and he just broke something, maybe disconnected, got frozen. I don't know what happened either way. Heavy, heavy damage for Ryan Gomes. And does he get back going here? I want to see if it was a disconnect. He does, so I'm not sure what happened there, Ryan. Tough break either way. Couple takers down pit road here. Phil Ellis Jr., one of them. Garrett Walden, Josh Hall, and of course Gomes. None of the playoff drivers. Warren Keith continues to lead. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break. Picture in picture. We'll be right back with you. Welcome back, folks. We're working caution number 1 on lap 24, now 25 as they cross the stripe. Lights on the iRacing.com pace car turned off, which means next time around we are going green. How's everyone doing tonight out there in chat? Enjoying the racing so far? It's been good. The iRacing.com pace car pulls off once more, and we'll see Warren Keith and Travis Bennett take us back to green, just like they did at the start of this race. Justin Parham, Matt Dickerson, row 2. Biggest mover so far, Nicholas Walthorn in that 84. I'm sorry, Kenneth Redinger in the 99. He's up 7. Back under green we go as the number 9 in the 01. Lead us back to it and into the dog leg. Warren Keith, a good jump. Justin Parham, also a good jump as Bennett's in the wall now. Gonna allow a lot of drivers to get by him. Kind of got sucked up into that wall, it would appear. Now Matt Dickerson looking for second place on Parham, and he'll have it for now. Into the dog leg he goes. Parham right on that back bumper of the 44. Gonna put the pressure on him. Parham way up the speedway now. Vince Brent gonna take a peek. Not quite. Nicholas Walthorn now also up 7. Sean Hill up 7. Matthew Fritz up 2. He's up into 9th. Playoff drivers starting to make their way to the front as Parham takes the dog leg and looks to the inside of Dickerson now. Looking to take back that position. Now Dickerson with the crossover. Is he going to have enough? Don't think so. Parham will comfortably take over second for now. No. Dickerson, great drive off of the final corner into the dog leg. This the battle for second now. Dickerson and Parham. Parham closes now. Dickerson gonna settle back in. All back single file for now. Matthew Fritz way up the speedway, potentially looking to the outside of the 68 of Devin Buccino, who's now into the top 10. Starting to see Phil Ellis Jr., who pit this last time, make his way back up through the field. Almost 3 wide there with the 45 of Stinson and the 33 of Zach Stevens, but he clears both those guys. Now Buccino. Matthew Fritz looking to get by Travis Bennett now. Bennett is now scored in 9th after early wall contact on the restart, it would appear. Devin Buccino now look to the inside of the 84 of Walthorn. Looked like there might have just been a slight amount of contact there. They're battling up front here now as the 11 of Vince Brent looks to get by Matt Dickerson. Dickerson not giving it up easy as now Dickerson looks to the inside of the 19 once again. Vince Brent now nowhere to go unless he pushes the 19 that he is doing so right now. Great battle here is Sean Hill in the mix here now, driving up through the field. He's up 8. Vince Brent did clear the 44 of Dickerson. He'll set his sights now on Parham. Sean Hill now looking to the inside of Matt Dickerson. All these guys looking to keep it clean. The playoff drivers starting to get bunched up here. Warren Keith, however, still leads. Got over a 2.5 lead on Parham now. Out there cruising. Now Vince Brent still trying to look to the inside of Parham. Buccino and Walthorn side by side now. This battle for the 6th spot. Walthorn at one time was up 7 spots. Now up 5 as Bucciano clears. Matthew Fritz still looking to get his way up through the field now. This the battle for 7th. Matthew Fritz going to clear as well. All the playoff drivers, top 7, is now Brent and Parham look to battle. Vince Brent right on that left quarter panel of the Bojangles 19. They're side by side coming to the stripe. Brent takes the dog leg. Parham does not. Still side by side. Almost touching just a bit. All clean. Brent gonna have to settle back in for just a moment here, as that 19 of Parham, as we've seen all race so far, a great run there as now Brent finds the wall. Doesn't look to have killed too much momentum though, as now they all run the top side. Matt Dickerson taking a peek once again on that 11, not gonna get there. Oh, I hear someone spinning. Can't find who it is. Redinger, maybe. Looks like it was Kenneth Redinger. Chase Greer involved, perhaps. Let's go back, take a look at it here. We heard it live. See what happened. We're on board with the 99 of Redinger. Oh, and the 45 of Stinson got into the 99. Oh, he tried to save it and then just went back on him, kicked back right on him. Chase Greer involved from there. Terrible camera angle from there. Not too bad of damage there for the 40 of Greer. Everyone will be able to continue. Let's take a look now. Still no pit stops from any of the playoff drivers. Travis Bennett down pit road, your lone taker here, involved in that incident. Folks, we're going to step away for another brief commercial break. We'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Welcome back, folks. They're just about to go 1 to green here as we heard a word from Majestic Promotional Branded Apparel. No better time than right now to post a link for our now available Royalty Racing Network merchandise. And if you like something else in there, we got all our Royalty Motorsports gear in there. You can pick the Royalty Racing Network for literally any item on the website. It's really cool. Some of the t-shirts have like 20 different colors to choose from, and I'm wearing a Royalty Racing Network t-shirt right now. I have one of everything on the website in some form or another. I promise it's all incredible quality and amazing feel, amazing fit, long lasting, incredible stuff. So support us by supporting Majestic Promotional and Branded Apparel. Show your love as we go back to green after caution number 2. It's going to be a 6-lap sprint to the stage. Stage at lap number 50. Vince Brent took over sole position of the 2nd spot on the restart. Sharn Hill, great restart. Up into 3rd. Couple guys, little contact way back there, but doesn't look like any big damage. Sharn Hill now inside the 19 of Justin Parham as Matt Dickerson looks on from the 5 spot. Matthew Fritz looks on from 6th. All the playoff drivers are side by side, folks. Doesn't get better than that. Coming down to the stage, as now we're 4 laps to the stage. Vince Brent still holds off all 4 playoff championship drivers. Justin Parham right on that back bumper. Matt Dickerson, oh, little wall contact now. Gonna allow the 05 of Sharn Hill to look to the inside. Good run off exit for both guys. Matt Dickerson still battling. I thought he was going to be clear. Not quite. Now look who's made his way up there. Matthew Fritz going to give him a push and get by the 05 of Sharn Hill. He said, while you do that, I'll just go around the outside and take that spot. Justin Parham now right by the 11 of Vince Brent, looking for that 2 spot back. He got it back. Matthew Fritz, ooh, right on the tail end of the 44. Not sure if there was contact. 44 had a really nice run there. Vince Brent now looking back to the inside of Parham. Could we see Dickerson try to pull off a similar move that Matthew Fritz just did? Try to pull off the old 2-for-1. We're 1 to go here. Final lap of the stage. Vince Brent looked like he wanted to go to the inside. Now he goes to the outside, does Vince Brent. Will he have enough here coming to the line? Not going to. Justin Parham, 2nd in the stage, your highest championship finisher for the stage. Warren Keith, though, in the number 9, led every single lap almost, with the exception of very early on. But he does manage to win the stage. And as always, we'll let him take a pit stop, and then we'll bring him in here for an interview. Really nice stage there, and now no guaranteed cautions from here on out, so tire saving and strategy and patience may come into play the rest of the way. As we watch Warren Keith make his way down pit road, we're going to go to the pit road cam. And we're going to watch where that, believe that second white line is what determines who comes out first. So we're going to watch the race off pit road, if there shall be one. Oh man, as it changes. It's a terrible angle. Well, that didn't work. But he won anyway. Let's get now with our stage winner, the 9 of Warren Keith. Warren, welcome to the broadcast booth. We won't keep you long, but congrats on the stage win. You were very dominant in that stage. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, I don't know. Just the car is kind of just driving right. You know, it's kind of feeling good. It's not really getting too loose. You know, it's not getting too tight either. So right now it's just feeling good, but the track's going to change. It's going to get slicker as the tires heat up and the track cools off. And, you know, we're just going to have to kind of break the brake bias forward a little bit and try to keep the car stable.
Yeah, now absolutely cautions could come into play, strategy comes into play. But Warren, I know super short interview. Maybe we'll be talking to you after the race, but go get them the rest of the way, buddy. Nice stage win.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Once again, folks, that was your stage winner, Warren Keith, in the number 9, as he gets us ready to go back to green. Got to be quick with the stage interviews. All 4 playoff championship drivers, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, all lined up. Going to be interesting to see here now the rest of the way how that plays. They'll bring us back to green after the stage caution, and Warren Keith, like he's done every other time, a really nice jump. Vince Brent, also a very nice jump, secured 2nd. Justin Parham, Matt Dickerson side by side. I see people falling through the field. Oh, Parham now, hard into the wall. Parham might luck out and get his spot back. That wasn't why the yellow came out. Let's go see why it came out. Oh, it was Parham. I thought it was something else. So we'll watch it again. No contact there, just breaks loose on him. And he locks it down. It looked like harder contact at first. Then he tries to get it going again. He was just kind of stuck, has to back it up. I thought it was a different issue for Justin, or for the caution. Phil Ellis Jr. down pit road, Chase Greer and Parham. So he will not get his spot back, which will put him tail into the field, and if he's got too much damage, well, he's got a faster pair, but if he doesn't want to take it even maybe a lap down, we'll watch the pit time. Not exactly how Parham was looking to start off after the stage. Although we know he's mad fast, but he didn't have 17 other guys to get through on the way to the front last time. He is off pit road in a normal fashion, 12 seconds for the pit stop. Looks like he's gonna make it out before the pace car. He is, so he won't go a lap down. Everyone's still on the lead lap here. Working our 3rd caution due to incident tonight. There's now some separation between 3 out of the 4 drivers. Dickerson, Hill, and Fritz scored 3rd through 5th. Parham gonna restart 17th. Of course, we could see Parham dive to that inside on the restart to the dog leg and really fan out. Possibly pick up 3 or 4 spots. In fact, let's do something we normally don't do. Let's join Justin Parham for this restart here. See exactly what he does from his perspective. Give you a look at a restart on a racetrack as well. We've never done that. There they go, green. Oh, that wasn't good. He went hard into the 01 as he tried to jump the start. That's not going to help. We'll take a lap around with Parham. So let's get back with our guys up front here. Sharn Hill had a good jump on the 44 of Dickerson. Took over 3rd place for the time being. Vince Brent still holds on to 2nd. Warren Keith still managing to hold that lead comfortably, I may add. Sharn Hill wanted to look to the inside of Vince, but doesn't. Vince Brent now looking to pressure the leader of Warren Keith here a bit. Nicholas Walthorn on the inside of Garrett Walden. This for the top, the 8th position here, if he could get the move done. Still working that inside, side by side to the line. Walthorn up 3 as it sits right now. Biggest mover is Sharn Hill, currently sitting 3rd. He's up 10 on the evening. Currently your highest sitting playoff competitor. Championship 4, I should say. Parham already up 4, or 3 rather. 2, I'm sorry. Started 17th. I know how to do math. I'll figure it out eventually. Now Matthew Fritz looking to the outside just barely on Matt Dickerson. Dickerson, it appeared, closed the door on him. You got to do what you got to do. Championship night, baby. Sharn Hill still leading. Vince Brent falling back a little bit on Warren Keith. Sharn Hill, though, not falling back on Vince Brent. Good run there for the number 11. Spans the gap just a little bit, closes in on Keith slightly. The order staying the same. Josh Hall up 9 now. Walthorn and Walden still going at it. Still side by side. Neither one wants to give here. This is for the 8th spot. Best racing on the speedway right now. Let you know if anything changes. Josh Hall now. This for the 6th spot. Josh Hall just looked to the inside. Walden in the 84 Walthorn absolutely going at it here. Looks like Walden gonna be able to fend off, and now Kenneth Redinger, who's been fast all night, the Texas Roadhouse Chevy Camaro, maybe looking to capitalize on Walthorn's battle with Walden. That seems to cool down now. Jay Stinson being pressured by the 29 of Phil Ellis Jr. Just a little bit. Haven't said much about Stinson tonight. In the Frye disposal Chevy Camaro. Ooh, he taps the wall there. Still the same up front. Devin Bucciano, Justin Parham. Parham looking to make his way back up through the field. A lot more work to do. Made up 4 spots now. It's Devin Bucciano going backwards just a bit. Maybe wall damage. Justin Parham gonna set his sights now on Phil Ellis Jr. and Jay Stinson. Phil Ellis Jr. Matt Dickerson now looking to the inside of Sean Hill, who got by him right when we restarted. Of course, they both have company with Matthew Fritz. Fritz looking to go around the outside to take over 4th. Dickerson through the dog leg, gonna hold on to it for now as Fritz up the speedway. Gonna get a really nice run though. Ultimately gonna complete that pass for 4th now. Matthew Fritz, awfully quick. Wasn't happy in practice. Didn't qualify well, to his standards anyway. Setting his sights on 3rd place, the 05 of Sean Hill now. Vince Brent still holding 2nd. Warren Keith still comfortably in the lead. Now stretch that lead out by about a 2nd. Watching 3 of our 4 playoff drivers here. Sean Hill now, maybe an opportunity to look to the inside of Vince Brent. Not quite yet, but he is closing. The run off the corner here, substantial. As we're already nearly 25 laps since the stage. Laps ticking off in a hurry when it stays green here, folks. They're all fanned out, all 3 of those guys. What a great shot that was. You saw Vince Brent higher up, Sean Hill in the middle, the 48 of Fritz all the way at the bottom. Really cool look there. Vince Brent, we saw tap the wall just a bit, but didn't seem to kill much momentum. Fanned out again here. Now Matt Dickerson falling back just slightly. Falling into the arms here of Zach Stevens, possibly. A potential tire saving issue perhaps for the 44. Vince Brent still managing to hold off Sean Hill. Man, almost 3 wide. Matthew Fritz nearly on the inside of the 05. The 05 shut it down though. I assure you they are close at times, but exit off the corner here seems to reign supreme. If you can have the best exit, you'll either fend off the battle or blow away the competition. As now the lead to Brent is over a 2nd. Nearly, well, thought it was ballooning to nearly a 2.5 seconds, but it won't be long. Sean Hill, Matthew Fritz still battling here. They both slightly catch the 11 of Brent. Now Fritz just taps the wall. Check in with Justin Parham. He's looking to the inside now of Josh Hall to get him back into the top 10. he'll still be side by side. Should have him cleared here. And he will. So Parham back up into the top 10 now. Sean Hill still trying to fight off Matthew Fritz. Lap number 80 we're working here, folks. Sean Hill leads the way as far as championship competitors go, but it's not comfortable whatsoever, as Matthew Fritz right there. And now Matt Dickerson appears to have some late life in him. Pressuring both these guys. Is now the lead, nearly 2 seconds for Warren Keith. You see him way up ahead of this group of 4 under a blanket here. All the Sharn Hill fans happy right now, but your hands got to be sweaty. You got to be nervous. It's awfully close. Anything could happen. That 48 right up on that back bumper. 44 now going to take a look. 48 awfully high. Little loose there on exit. Holds it together. 44 not going to have enough that time, but still to his inside here. So now the 48 of Fritz awfully loose there on exit as well. Going to allow the 44 to hang with him. 44 does clear the 48, so the 44 of Dickerson back into second in the championship run, 4th overall. See if he has any late fight for Sharn here. And I say late because I mean late in the run. Gonna be 35 laps here since the stage. As now Dickerson does indeed close right back in on that 05 of Sharn Hill, who just has not been able to get around that number 11 of Vince Brandt. Holding tough up there. I know Vince kicking himself the last couple weeks after a penalty ultimately played a major part in him not being a part of the championship for tonight. I know that won't stop him from wanting to go out there and get a win or perform well. Show that he deserved to be there. I mean, it's no question in my eyes. I know he deserved to be there. I think all of his fans and competitors know he could have been there also. Matt Dickerson did take a quick peek underneath the 05 of Sharn Hill there, but that low line just not having the substantial runs on exit of the corner. And Justin Parham not able to make any more moves since he got into the top 10. And you can see that gap now from Parham up to Kenneth Redinger. As now, to make matters worse, Devin Butchino going to look to the inside of Parham. So not only has he not been able to close, but he's not able to just run the consistent line to perhaps gain. Wanted to check back in with him, as that's the best race on the speedway. But back up front is now Matt Dickerson does find himself to the inside of the 05 Sharn Hill. The 05 of Hill a little bit loose there. Dickerson gonna be side by side. This is where we saw him complete the pass on Fritz. Same result there. Dickerson back up into third. Not by a lot, so don't get too excited at home, but it is exciting championship racing here. As now Matthew Fritz right on the back bumper of the 05 again. Oh, and the caution is out. Just as Matt Dickerson completed the pass, Ryan Gomes, Josh Hall involved in an incident. Let's go take a look. All good right here. Maybe Hall he finds the wall. Gomes comes up. Hall coming down just a little bit. They get into each other. Hard contact for both guys into the inside wall. Unfortunately, that might be it for Gomes because we saw that strange incident where it appeared like maybe something broke, or more likely in sim racing terms, maybe froze or got disconnected. I don't know. But I'm assuming he had to take a fast repair there. As now the whole field down pit road, led by Warren Keith. We're not going to go to the pit cam. That camera was awful last time. We'll watch it from this one. This one might be a better one. See if there's any differing strategy. Super long run there. We got 19 laps to go. We'll have less by the time we go green. So I expect everyone to take 4 tires and fuel here. Oh, maybe not. Matt Dickerson with the gamble. It would appear like maybe a 2-tire stop for Matt Dickerson. And folks, a throwback to last week at Kansas. You heard me in the pre-race show that Matt Dickerson got the win that locked him into tonight. A big game changer. Now, that was a lot different. That was under green flag conditions. A big factor to that last week was that he only took 2 tires on his green flag pit stop. He also pit a lap later. So everyone else lost that time to him as he was on the speedway. Then he compounded that with a much shorter stop. So he was out a lot sooner. And he came off pit road with what ultimately ended up being over a second lead. And due to some help and the guys behind him battling each other hard, he was able to expand that lead down the stretch. See if it works out for him tonight. Again, completely different scenario, not a green flag pit stop, so we will see. But nevertheless, Matt Dickerson, Vince Brent will lead us back to green, both in contention for the Rookie of the Year. And off to green we go with 17 to go here in the finale of the SCSRA Frye Disposal ARCA Series. Matt Dickerson did have the lead, but Warren Keith on the inside, and I'm sure Dickerson doesn't care that much about him. And we're back under yellow. Phil Ellis Jr., Lauren Vincent involved in every caution that comes out now. Gonna bring us closer to a mad dash to the finish line. Let's go back, take a look at what happened to Phil Ellis Jr. and Lauren Vincent. Phil Ellis Jr. on that top side in that bright yellow car. All good right here. Oh, Buccino perhaps gets into Phil Ellis Jr. Oh, and Vincent had it locked down, just nowhere to go for the 07 of Lauren Vincent. Caught up there. Hopefully he still has his fast repair. Looks like both drivers will be able to continue, though, regardless. Ryan Gomes also keeping it together. Only 1 lap down. He should get the lucky dog here. Lauren Vincent, only one to pit. We're going to step aside one more time here on Royalty Racing Network. Don't go anywhere. Amazing finish to come. Back with you now, folks, as you see them all stacked up and racked up 2 by 2, getting ready to go back to green flag racing here. Maybe for the final time this evening and for this season. Here at championship night from Phoenix. Pace car pulls off. Warren Kyle Keith back in front, leading the field to green. Matt Dickerson to his outside. Everyone back on the lead lap now with Ryan Gomes receiving the lucky dog. Back to green we go. Warren Keith leads the way. Matt Dickerson off clean. Vince Brent to his inside. They fan out 3 wide. Behind him into the dog leg. It settles down now into the next corner. Warren Keith maintains his front running position. Vince Brent not quite able to get the leverage on Matt Dickerson. Sharn Hill to his outside. Matthew Fritz waiting to capitalize on a potential mistake there. Sharn Hill now crosses over Vince Brent after the dogleg, looking for third. Oh no, the 99 of Kenneth Redinger hard into the wall. Keeps it straight, no caution. Back up front we go, more spinning potentially, and now caution. Josh Hall, Chase Greer involved. Let's go see here what happened. Cautions breed cautions, folks. We saw the 99 into the wall. He straightened it out. No caution there. Now they're 3 wide here. Chase Greer, the Tide ride, comes up the speedway, gets into the 84 just a bit, right down in front of the 81. 81 nowhere to go. Ryan Gomes, Lauren Vincent almost wrapped up in it again. And then for good measure on the way back. My goodness. Ooh. Josh Hall was a playoff driver this season. And I'll tell you what, folks, no one has either a better race or a worse race than Josh Hall due to luck. Finds it once again, the bad luck for the 81. Warren Keith still leads. 10 to go. It's a wild one here. Warren Keith giving the pace car a little push around. Gonna go green here with 8 to go. And like I said just a moment ago, every caution shortens the dash to the checkered flag. Here is now Justin Parham back up into the top 10, flirting with that top 5. He'll restart 7th. That's the inside of row number 4 for the 19. So keep an eye on Parham in that black and red Bojangles ride. Not far behind these other guys. The way we've seen him fan out through the dog leg and get crazy here down the stretch. We knew it was going to be wild one. Always is at Phoenix. Anything could happen. He's been really, really fast. The 9 and the 44 lead us back once again. Good jump for the 9. It would appear the 44 spun the tires a bit. Maybe did the 9 also, as he didn't have that jump. As now, as a result, gonna let the 11 creep in on that 44 just a bit. Matthew Fritz looking to maybe get underneath the 05 of Sharn Hill. Somehow the 44 of Dickerson maintains his second position there as they now begin to fan out just a little bit, get a little more comfortable. Vince Brent not letting him go away though. Matthew Fritz on the inside of Sharn Hill. They're 3 wide. Sharn Hill gonna have to give it up. Justin Parham into 6th, seeing all this play out. Vince Brent still trying to work on Dickerson, but meanwhile having to fend off Sharn Hill. And Matthew Fritz, he taps the wall just a little bit. Oh, now Brent taps the wall. That's going to slow him a bit in front of Matthew Fritz. Sharn Hill still side by side with the 11. Not able to get it done here. 48, Matthew Fritz maybe thinking go with the 11, but can't get around either one of them. They're all caught up. 19, Parham smacks the wall just a bit. Now here's Fritz on the outside of Sharn Hill. Vince Brent just a little bit loose through there. Still closing on the 44 of Matt Dickerson. Now possibly to his inside, not quite. Oh, the 24, Garrett Walden out of shape. Keeps it straight. Tried to click on him, no caution. Back up front, all Warren Keith. Dickerson still somehow holds off Vince Brent. Sharn Hill still managing to hold off Matthew Fritz. Parham has faded. Oh no, the 33 of Stevens around. Gonna bring out a caution that's gonna cause a green-white checker. Zach Stevens went around. We caught it just the tail end of what happened. Let's see. Stevens good there. Maybe the 99 gets into him. Yep, I'd have to say that's what's about to happen here. No, maybe not. Stevens was loose on exit, probably due to the 99 being on that quarter panel. Not that the 99 did anything wrong, just the air upset the 33 of Stevens there, and around he went. And he's down pit road now. And folks, would you have it any other way than for the championship race to ultimately come down to a green-white checker overtime finish? I mean, you can't write it any better. Top 5 looks like this. Warren Keith, Matt Dickerson, Vince Brent, Sharn Hill, Justin Parham in 6th. Or Matthew Fritz, I'm sorry, in 5th. Justin Parham in 6th. Nicholas Walthorn, Devin Butchino, Travis Bennett, Kenneth Rediger finalize your top 10. Phil Ellis Jr. is in 11th. Ryan Gomes back up to 12th. Lauren Vincent in 13th. Jay Stinson 14th. Zach Stevens 15th. Garrett Walden in 16th. Josh Hall is scored 17th. Chase Greer, I believe, is done for the evening. Line them up once again, and every restart could very well be our final one of the season, folks. Here at the Frye Disposal SCSRA ARCA Series. What an amazing season it's been. And I'm hoping with every fiber of my being they bring me back for next season. Pace lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car. Let's see if we can finish it right here. All these playoff drivers driving their butts off. Saw Matthew Fritz just trying for anything to try to get around Vince Brent and or Sharn Hill that last run. Didn't work. He'll start inside row 3. The 9 and the 44 take us back to green once again. The 9 a good jump. The 44 not so good. Actually, the 5 looking to go high potentially on Matt Dickerson. 44 trying to do everything he can. Sharn Hill's up into the wall. Matthew Fritz now to the inside of the 44. Not quite going to have enough. He'll have to fall back in line. Now Dickerson looking to the inside of the 11. White flag, and we will be final no matter what happens this time around. Sharn Hill is out of it. He made a brilliant run at it. Just couldn't hold on. The 48 of Fritz side by side with the 44 of Dickerson. Warren Keith going to win the race. Vince Brent second. Who's going to get third? Vince Brent, Matt Dickerson, they all crash together. Justin Parham comes out in 4th. Justin Parham finishes in 4th place ahead of Matthew Fritz and Dickerson. And I believe Justin Parham just stole it in a good way. He did nothing wrong. He was there to capitalize when it counted. Fritz and Dickerson got into it off corner exit, which may not make a few of those guys too happy. Matthew Fritz 4-1. I'm sure Sharn Hill is upset. We'll get things organized here and we'll figure out what's going on. We're going to take a commercial break and we'll be back with you for the post-race show and interviews. Stay tuned. All right, folks, let's get back to it here. Post-race show beginning. Warren Keith is your race winner. Vince Brent finishes in second. Nicholas Walthorn brings home third. Justin Parham finishes in fourth, and he is your race or your league champion. Matthew Fritz in fifth. Matt Dickerson in sixth. Devin Buchino in seventh. Kenneth Redinger in eighth. Travis Bennett in ninth. Phil Ells Jr. rounds out your top 10. Lauren Vincent finishes in 11th. Jay Stinson in 12th. Zach Stevens in 13th. Ryan Gomes in 14th. Garrett Walden in 15th. Sean Hill in 16th. Josh Hall in 17th. And Chase Greer rounds out the field in 18th. Let's get now with the third place finisher, Nicholas Walthorn. Nick, welcome to the broadcast booth. Got yourself a podium tonight in the conclusion of the season. Tell us how it feels.
It feels good. Feels great. Been fighting hard all season. We had a couple what ifs. It's nice to finally see some results out of it.
Absolutely, man. It sure is. I mean, you were just a few positions off of potentially being here yourself as well. So ultimately, amazing season for the 84 there. And I wanted to shout out, I appreciate you rocking the Royalty Racing Network logo all season long. That was pretty darn cool. Tell us overall at the beginning what your expectations were for the season, and then ultimately where you sit now and your feeling overall with it.
Coming in, obviously the goal is always to make the playoffs, but once you do, you kind of every week you set a new goal for every stage of it, I guess. First stage was to make the second, and the second was obviously to make the Final Four, and we fell just short of that, but I'm happy with it. I mean, if we were here, we'd have definitely been a contender for it.
For sure, man. Well, podium to finish out the season, making playoffs even into the second round. It's got to be promising for you, your team, all the supporters going into next season. That begs the question, are you going to be back for next season?
I can't answer that.
Ooh, all right. Well, fair enough. You can't. But I know we'd like to see you back. Everyone else at home that watches you every week would also like to see it, and we'll just see how the cards are played when the time comes. But, Nicholas, before we let you go celebrate this amazing third-place finish tonight, anyone you'd like to thank or shout out tonight?
Everybody that shows up every week to watch me. Too many of them to name. Obviously, you guys for putting the show on every week, and for sponsoring the race car.
For sure, man. Well said. Nice and simple. You got everybody included in there. And go celebrate this one, and hope to see you back next week, or next season, rather.
Alrighty.
All right, man. Once again, folks, that was your third place finisher, the number 84 of Nicholas Walthorn. Now, time to get with your second place finisher. That, of course, the number 11 of Vince Brent. Vince, welcome back to the broadcast booth, sir. Very quality second place finish tonight. We saw you running up there up front basically all night. You started fourth, so up 2 on the evening. Tell us what it means to you to ultimately miss out on the championship 4 just barely, but then come out here, give yourself some confidence, and show everyone at home that you can do it and have a really nice quality ride tonight in championship night.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good, exciting night. It was tough to race hard and try to stay out of the championship four's way, and then still try to race as hard as you could. I didn't expect it to be that difficult to balance that, but all in all, it was a great night. My main goal going into the night, I know this sounds a little maybe too confident, but I just wanted to show the other 4 that they better be thankful that I bit myself in the foot at Bristol and got that 5-point penalty, and be thankful that I wasn't in the Final Four. So if I was in there, it looks like I would have taken it. So hopefully that sends a message going into next season that I'm going to be ready, and hopefully it's my turn next time. But good job to all the championship 4. It looked exciting in my mirror there coming to the line. I'm not sure what happened, but all in all, a good day. Very disappointed that a silly penalty ultimately cost me, but no one to blame but myself, and we'll just chalk it up to a good year and go get them next year.
Absolutely, man. Sometimes that's all you can do, and it unfortunately, over the course of a season, there's little mistakes, there's issues, and they never mean that much until they do. And
exactly.
So it did ultimately end up meaning a lot. But you know what, Vince? You're getting the attention of a lot of teams around here, Royalty Motorsports being one of them. Came up in conversation during broadcast brief and kind of the production side of the broadcast for this week in the preparation. Tell us how everything kind of started from not being a backmarker per se, but really having some races that weren't that great, right? And then ultimately through the season, just building up, consistently having those top 10s, top 5s, competing for wins, and then to bring you here now, finishing second in championship week and just outside competing for that championship. Tell us what the secret was, or the amount of work that went into it to get you to where you are now from where you started.
Yeah, absolutely. When I started this season, I joined 2 races in, so I wasn't even here at the beginning. I got the invite through some friends that joined the league, and very thankful for that. And like you said, the start of my season was I was a back marker. There's no denying that. Like I've stated previous weeks, I'm fairly new to this. So just as the season went on, just kind of tried to rebuild my racecraft, just because I came in with so many bad habits, and luckily I had a great support team behind me. Kind of, shout out to Jesse Whittington. He put in a lot of effort into kind of showing me the ropes and explaining a few things, and it just kind of clicked with me. And on my own time, I feel like I've put in some work to be better, because if there's anybody that's as competitive as me, it'd be tough to find, in my opinion, because I'm probably one of the most competitive people I know. And if I'm not good at something or competing for wins, or at least being up top, I strive to, I always push myself to be that. So I feel like it took good strides and good steps to my goal. Definitely not what I wanted, but coming up that short, but could be much worse. And we'll look at, like you said, look at the beginning when I first came in to where I'm at now. And if I can just keep up that progress, I'm really looking forward to next season and seeing what I can do and continue to grow my racecraft and stuff.
That's all you can do, and that's a really great attitude. Obviously, a lot of confidence going into the next season, which I hope you are in. But before we let you go celebrate this second place finish, and one last time talking to me, of course, for the season, anyone you'd like to thank or shout out tonight, Vince?
Yeah, absolutely. You already know my wife's watching, and I could not do it without her support. I know it's just a lot of people say, oh, it's just iRacing, but man, this is a lot harder than a lot of people think. And, having her support, and, it means a lot. And support, I want to thank the support for Frye Disposal for sponsoring the season. Appreciate all that they've done. And obviously Royalty Network, you guys have done amazing. It's always a blast to go back and watch this. And I'm not sure if it would be as fun or enjoyable to do this if you guys didn't put on such a good show for us to go back and watch. So thank you for all you do, Josh, because you're freaking amazing. I've enjoyed our talks and stuff, and looking forward to, possibly some more podium talks next year.
Absolutely, man, and we will absolutely talk. It's really cool to say that from this league and iRacing, just a small perspective, how cool it is to meet you guys originally just over the mic, and then during a race, and then ultimately truly becoming friends, building friendships, and being able to discuss all of it. It's really, really cool. I'm blessed to have you guys, and I appreciate the kind words, and we'll talk to you next season, Vince.
All right. Sounds good, man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Once again, folks, that was your second place finisher, the number 11, Vince Brent. Amazing season for Vince. Let's get now with your race winner. That is the number 9 of Warren Keith. Warren, man, you showed everybody what was up tonight, man. You took that lead early from Travis Bennett after a couple laps back and forth. You never gave it back to anybody. Just tell us what was working. We talked to you really briefly during the stage. Didn't really get to hear any insight on it. So now I want to hear it.
Clean air. These cars, after about 5 laps, it's so hard to pass. It's kind of like the old saying is get what you get when the getting's good, or get what you get when the getting's good. It's when those brand new tires are going, everyone's kind of, you can either get a good run or not. But once the tires kind of even out, it's so tough to get either runs or catch up or catch back. But yeah, clean air was good. Had a little dirty air there on one of those restarts, but it wasn't that bad. And then the car just kept rotating and kept rotating. And I don't know. Everyone was complaining in my chat about the right rear kind of getting burned up, and I really didn't have that problem tonight. It's just kind of backing up the turn 3 and 4 complex and just kind of easing the throttle in to kind of save the tire, and you can kind of let it rip and want it to and not really worry about it. So, good night for the number 9 Toyota Camry, and man, I just wish I would have came in the series a little bit sooner. I mean, it'd be cool if I was saying I was a champion tonight, but congrats to Parham. He did a hell of a job to come back through the field after that wreck and win that title.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a wild and crazy finish. We knew you were locked up there in second or in first. Vince Brent was locked in second, so we had our eyes on that championship finish, and I think you'll enjoy going back watching it. But of course, as always, congrats on the win. Warren, you came out here, you had a lot of great showings. Are we going to see you back in a full-time spot next season?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be back next season, free agent next season. So hopefully see where I land, or if we run our own single car operation again, like we did this season, did a pretty good job doing it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Kind of see how everything falls. But yeah, next season I will definitely be back, and I would love to come back, or if we go to Homestead or wherever the championship is next season, and try to get that done.
Right on, man. Well, Warren, before we let you go pop the champagne in Victory Lane for the final time this season, anyone you'd like to thank or shout out tonight?
Yeah, thank everyone at scamcars.com. We're trying to get that website off the ground as a used car site, so that's going to be a big task here in the next year or so. And then obviously everyone that runs this league, fantastic racing week in and week out, great number turnout of cars. It's tough to do for a league. So, throughout a whole season to keep a car count up. And I mean, it's fantastic to have a pretty good sized field, even at Phoenix. So thanks to them. And then obviously you guys at Royalty, thank you for putting it on every week when it comes to the broadcast. You guys do a killer job. And hope to see you guys back next season.
Absolutely, man. Well, we're looking forward to it already. Go enjoy this one, and we'll talk to you here in the coming weeks, I'm sure, whenever we get going.
10-4. Thank you.
Yep. Once again, folks, that was your winner, Warren Keith. In a bonus interview tonight is your series champion, and that's the number 19 of Justin Parham. Justin, series champion on a wild and crazy finish. How's it sound, buddy?
That sounds good, but I messed myself up earlier in the race when I spun off a 2, and I was able to get back up there to the front, but I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have won that. Dickerson I don't know what the hell he was doing. He just put Matt up into the wall.
Yeah, that
Matt
was
had it off a 4, and he just straightened his wheel and ran him into the wall.
Yeah, that was not the cleanest finish, and definitely a controversial finish there. I'm sure Matthew Fritz not too happy about it, understandably so. Ultimately, though, you were in a position to capitalize when that all went down. You steered clear of it, literally, and brought home 4th tonight, highest of the championship drivers, bringing home the championship. Talk to us about what it means to win the inaugural championship of the SCSRA ARCA series here with Frye Disposal, and kind of what it goes to say about the SCSRA in general to have this great a competition, the car count. Just give us a rundown of kind of how you're feeling about all of it right now.
Oh, that's a good league, good car. I said we had a strong season there. Looking forward to get the next season. I said happy to win the championship. Just hate the way it ended up happening. Hate it for Matt, and going forward, hopefully we don't have an issue like that again. And I said it's just a good car and a good league.
Right on, man. Well, Justin, before we let you go celebrate the championship, anyone you'd like to thank or shout out tonight?
The league for letting us get out here and do it, and y'all for broadcasting so we can go back and see how everything shook out and how everything turned out, and my wife for, like I said earlier, allowing me to do it, and let's see if we can't do it again next season.
Right on, man. Well, you get a little bit of a break now to celebrate this, but yeah, it's exciting to hear that we'll see you back out here for next season. Go pop the champagne in Victory Lane and celebrate the championship, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Once again, folks, that was your league champion, series champion, the SCSRA Frye Disposal ARCA Series, the number 19 of Justin Parham. Well, folks, it's that time to sign off for the last time of the season. It's been a wild and crazy but absolutely amazing ride from race 1 all the way till now, and like all of you in the chat, I share that same feeling that I want to be back so bad next week or next season. I absolutely loved every single Tuesday night. I mentioned it a couple weeks ago, but I want to mention again, with the day job and of course personal life, just like anybody, and other things going on, sometimes in the afternoon of Tuesday it was hard to find that energy, but I rallied and I got excited every single time I started the intro music and the intro video, and then seeing all of you wonderful people out there chatting with me and encouraging us to take it to the next level and have that excitement, bring it to you the best that we possibly can every single week, regardless of what's going on. It truly feels amazing to me, and I'm so happy to be a part of the SCSRA ARCA series and the SCSRA family in general. Couple orders of business, though. Once again, for the final time this season, our Frye Disposal, or our title sponsor of the ARCA series, Frye Disposal. Check them out at frydisposal.com. They do weekly trash pickup in Smith County, Virginia, and the surrounding areas. Call or email for quotes. Mention iRacing and receive $10 off of your services. frydisposal.com. Thank you, Jay Stinson and Frye Disposal. Majestic Promotional Branded Apparel for the home of the Royalty Racing Network and Royalty Motorsports gear. Check out Majestic Promotional Branded Apparel, and you can get your own online store or just your own customized apparel and chapsticks, flashlights, jerseys, anything, everything. They do it all. It is absolutely incredible, the great work that Majestic does on a day-to-day basis in not only local communities but nationwide. Comment or message me for details. We'll get you hooked up. And finally, SM Racing Products. Take your sim racing to the next level with custom-made button boxes, dashboards, flag lights, and more with SM Racing Products. Check them out at sm-racingproducts.com. And as always, use promo code ROYALTY at checkout for 20% off of your purchase of $150 or more. That's a sweet deal, and they're great products made here in the USA, and they work. Once again, folks, for everyone here at the SCSRA, Frye Disposal ARCA Series, and the SCSRA in general, Royalty Racing Network, and Royalty Motorsports, my name is Joshua King, signing off for the last time this season. I hope to see you back for next season. I can't wait already. Have a good rest of your Tuesday evening, and have a good